Wow, we've got a new moon in Scorpio. Our sun is moving into Sagittarius later this week. We've got some intense energy right now, my friend, that I want to talk about. Welcome to your Sidereal Astrology forecast for the week of December 11th through the 17th. In this video, we're going to talk about our new moon in Scorpio. We're going to talk about kind of what that is really asking us, this 12-12 portal, as well as where our moon is moving through, and just a little bit about Mercury retrograde, because we are entering Mercury retrograde, my friend, as well as some other transits I want to tell you about. So if you are new here, hey, my friend, Danny C. Mooney's here, spiritual healer, intuitive astrologer, helping you heal your past, present, and future so that you can embody your authentic self, fulfill your soul mission, and raise the vibration here on Earth. All right, my friend. So I'm doing this live here with StreamYard. It's my first time using StreamYard with YouTube. So this is streaming live on December 13th. So we have passed our new moon. So I will say that we have passed our new moon. I have been trying to get to schedule this and actually record this. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go live, and here we go. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we'll dive in to this. There we go, to this new energy for the week. Okay, here we go. So as you can see on our screen right now, we've got our sun right here at 25 degrees Scorpio. We're not conjunct, although it's really quite close. We've got that moon right here, and we can see the moon is moving this way. It is moving towards the sun here. As we get later on into the day here is where we will have that full conjunction, which is that new moon. So let's talk about that new moon in Scorpio first. So first off, the new moon in Scorpio, we have a couple of different things that we can see with that new moon. And that is, number one, it is making what's called a square to Neptune. So let me show you what I mean by that. I don't know why I stopped sharing my screen. I should have just kept sharing it. All right, so we can see that there is, actually, let me go ahead and move this forward a bit. Hey, Vanessa, welcome, my friend. All right. Let me move this forward a bit and get to the new moon so you can see what the actual new moon chart does look like. Oh, I'm on the wrong day. I was like, why is it not showing the conjunction? Because I'm not on the wrong day. I'm using the wrong things. Let me get back to this. Here we go. Okay, there we go. 26 degrees right here. So if we were to stream this back, which is one of the reasons why I love Luna astrology, it really helps simplify things sometimes because things can be overwhelming. So we're going to stream that back a bit. Okay, so we have this square that is happening right here to Neptune. Okay, so the sun and Neptune are having this aspect together. And so the sun with Neptune, anytime we're talking about Neptune, it definitely, for one, causes confusion. It causes it can cause some emotional insecurity, some weakening of your vitality or your life force. And you just kind of feel like a little bit more, I just want to it's just like you don't have the full energy. You may be wanting to sleep in a little bit more. And that's really like a lot of that. And we've been kind of having this for just a little bit with the sun, but with the moon, we bring in that extra sensitivity. We start kind of questioning things. We can't see things very clearly. There's a lot of your intuition is really, really spot on and really powerful. Although you can't always trust everything that is in front of you. So if you're somebody that is working with your intuition, is really connected to that, then you can trust that your intuition is guiding you. when you don't quite trust yourself yet or trust your intuition, this is where a lot of that insecurity can come into play, because you're not seeing the outside world. You're not getting all the pieces to it. And so we can over idealize, and we're going to talk a little bit about that with Venus in a second, but we can really kind of over idealize some things and kind of gloss over some things. So I want you to just know that. And because this is what's happening right now, but this is kind of that energy that this new moon, excuse me, is going to be bringing in. This is life, guys, my friends, bringing in through this season, this month, and this cycle. So even though I'm talking about it as a moment that is happening right now, this new moon energy is kind of pulling through. It's like the backdrop that we're kind of in right now. So the other one we have right here is Chiron. So we have Chiron making what's called a trine to the sun and the moon, to the new moon. And so Chiron is our deepest wounds, it's our traumas. And so this is a really supportive and nurturing and helpful aspect here. And so with it, there's a lot of creative energy here, a lot of the intuitive energy, and really bringing up past wounds and moving them into empowerment, moving them into a place of power. I shared an affirmation on my Instagram on yesterday, actually, on the 12th, and it was about allowing those wounds and those traumas to be strengths, to be power. And that's really like the bottom line message that I see with this new moon. It's like, it's time to, we've been doing a lot of work this year, we've been doing a lot of healing this year, and it's like with the 12-12 portal, it's like it's all coming to an end. It's all coming to the closure. We're like bringing it all up, we're wrapping it all up, so that we step into 2024 with this new energy of like very powerful, very strong, very like ready to go type energy, ready to really shine, really to put yourself out there. So seizing the opportunities, right? Right now, though, before we get into that, over the next couple of weeks, with this new moon energy, as well as Mercury going retrograde. Yes, my friend, Mercury is going retrograde. This is a time for us to reflect, for us to go inside, to kind of clear up any last little pieces or residue that may still be there. I'm going to clearing all of that up, wrapping all of that up. And this portal is open right until we enter winter solstice. So again, winter solstice, even that whole period of winter solstice is darkness, right? The sun is rising, right? There's a whole episode in the podcast, which I can't wait. Podcast is launching the end of this month, December 31st, the Cosmic Mystic podcast. I'm so excited, and we'll have conversations about this for sure. My love wants to talk all about that. But there is this idea of the rising of the sun. The sun begins to rise, right? It did come down, and now at summer solstice, and now it's ready to rise again. And so, as it is moving, and we're bringing back in the light, right? There is still this period of darkness that we're moving through. So there's no need to rush anything right now. It's a much calmer energy right now. It's a very embracing energy. It's intense. I'm not going to deny that. It's intense, but it is very much asking us to just take some time and to clear up those final things. So that's really what I want to kind of just wrap all in with this new moon. Now, I do want to talk about Venus, and Venus is in an opposition to Jupiter. So let me pull this back here, and let's go to our planet Venus. She's over here in Libra. And if we look at, she's been here since, she's been in Libra since the end of November, and she'll be in Libra all the way through till Christmas Eve, till the 24th. And so we have, that energy of Libra has been very collaborative, very seeking harmony and balance, and really wanting to connect with friendships and all of that kind of like entertainment type energy, but really finding that balance. And now she's got this opposition with Jupiter, which we had since about the first week of December. We're going to have through just a couple more days here, but you've probably been feeling this, or you're like, don't want to work. There's like a lack of discipline, no motivation to go to work at all. Like I even see it with a lot of the kids. They're like not wanting to go to school. People are like dreaded about work unless it's a party. Then you're like, yeah, let's have a party time. But the one thing I do want to comment on this is there's an overindulgence energy that we have with this. So be mindful not to go too far on that excessiveness in any way. We could be missing out on details, and this is my biggest concern here, because as Mercury is about to go retrograde, we want to make sure that we're crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's, or we're allowing ourselves some space and some room for that flexibility and adaptability as we are moving through this season. That is for sure. Okay. So let's talk about where our moon is going to be, and let me give you some dates that I want you to be mindful of as we. Thank you, Vanessa, for that. Bless you. Like at Chiron has been a pain in the butt. I will definitely say so. Vanessa's saying that it has been in her relationship patterns in her seventh house, and I love that you brought that in, Vanessa, because it definitely does matter where this aspect in particular is affecting your specific house, right? Your specific natal chart, how it's interacting with you. For Vanessa here, it's interacting with her seventh house, right? For somebody else, it might be, in their first house or in their eighth house or in their fourth house, which would completely shift that energy. So this is one of the reasons why it's really important to get a reading from an astrologer who can really help explain that to you. So if you are looking for a reading, I do have my Cosmic Insights. Shout out to Cosmic Insights, my #1 reading, my favorite reading to do. There's a link down below in the comments where you can in the description where you can learn more about that reading. But it's one of my favorites to kind of see where this energy is affecting you right now and kind of get the state of the union, is what I like to say, of where the planets are and how they're affecting you as we enter this new year. Okay, so let's talk about where our, let me give you some dates really quick, because our sun is going to be leaving Scorpio and moving into Sagittarius. And she will be doing that. Whoops. How come I cannot get my days to like move? There we go. She will be moving over here, or he will be moving over here on the 16th of December, where our sun will move into Sagittarius, as you can see here, and it will be in that place in the sky, moving through Sagittarius till January 14th. So Sagittarius is going to bring us into our new year through our winter solstice and into the new year. So we'll talk a little bit about, I'm going to do a video all on Sun and Sagittarius. So if you're watching this at a later date, the video is probably there. Go check it out, but you'll see it later on this week if you're watching live. And then we also have Mercury going retrograde. So Mercury does go retrograde later on this week, and we can see that here on our chart. So let me show you as we move back. So now Luna does show Mercury going retrograde right here on the 13th, which would be today. A couple other charts I've looked at, I've seen it on the 14th and the 15th. So we're going to say that Mercury is going retrograde right about now. We're just going to go with that. It's going retrograde, and it will be in its retrograde position till the end of the year, all the way through December 31st. And then on the 1st of the year, it will be direct, which I think is really beautiful because there's a lot of really nice forward movement. Mercury will be moving back into Scorpio for just a bit before it does go retrograde, before it does go into Scorpio. So it's going to go Sagittarius, then it's going to move back into Scorpio. I don't think I said that right. Move back into Scorpio, and then it will be in Scorpio when it goes direct at the 1st of the year. So to come back through Scorpio and back into Sagittarius. So remember, when Mercury is in Scorpio, it is much deeper energy, and our thoughts are deeper, are more intense. And so we will kind of have that coming in towards the end of the year. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind. It's around the 2021st, it'll be moving back into Scorpio. So keep that in mind as we move through the next couple of weeks. We will have this retrograde period planned for, flexibility, plan for interruptions, especially if you are traveling. You know, when Mercury is retrograde during the holiday season, you know, your packages are delayed, your travel is definitely interrupted. You might have problems with your technology. And so I always make sure that it's one of the things that I will be doing today is clearing all of my electronics. I'll be pulling out my sage and just clearing out all my electronics and really having a conversation of like, let's get together. Let's get on the same page. We are friends, right? We are friends. We're going to work together through this season. And I just allow for extra time when I'm going somewhere. I allow myself to enjoy the journey, to enjoy the process. If I've ordered something and it's late, it is what it is. There's no need in getting frustrated, my friend. There's no need to do that. You know, I told people at the beginning of the month in some local networking groups that I go to here, I was like, order your stuff now and get it shipped now, because there is potential for delay. So if you're watching this now, I'm going to recommend that you get your stuff and you ship it out. If you're sending things to people, ship it out now. Try to get it out by the end of this week, because there could potentially be delays. I'm not saying anything's going to happen, but I'm just saying, just be very, very careful. Befriend the beautiful Mercury energy. All right, so let's talk really quick about where our sun is going. I'm sorry, our moon is going to be for the rest of the week. So our moon did begin in the energy of Scorpio. So we had Monday and Tuesday with the moon in the energy of Scorpio. And then you can see here that on the 13th, which is Wednesday, we moved into Sagittarius. So our moon is in Sagittarius today as I'm recording this, and in through the next couple of days, Wednesday and Thursday. And so Sagittarius, when the moon is in Sagittarius, it's a fire energy. So it's an action-oriented energy. It's like, let's get things done. It needs a lot of freedom. It's really wanting to learn. So you might find yourself wanting to just explore some topics over the next couple of days, or expand your horizon, which is really interesting, expanding the horizon over the next couple of days. And because we have this trine to Venus, to Jupiter, I'm sorry, I'm going to caution you to not overindulge or allow too much in, let's just say, whether that's you're eating too much or you're allowing too much excessiveness of maybe something that's not good for you. So just keep that in mind as well. And then on Friday through Saturday, the moon will move into, let's show that here, into Capricorn. And Capricorn it's more of it's an earth energy, so it's grounded. It's like, it's the responsible, right? The responsible sign. It's like, okay, let's get things in order. Let's get things prepared. And so we'll see that come in on Friday through Saturday. So, you know, it's funny, I'm invited some people over for craft day. And it's like, partly because I knew we were going to be in Capricorn, and it's like, oh, I know that there's things that I want to do for the holidays, some gifts I want to, make and send out to my clients and friends. And so I'm like, I need a day to do that. And so it's like, oh, perfect. On Capricorn, a Capricorn moon, as we move into Sagittarius, it was like such a perfect combination to just kind of like get things done, to get that final shopping done. If you haven't started like me, go out and do it, something like that. So it's kind of funny. But, this is why we use astrology. And then you'll see this energy still on the 16th. And then on Sunday, we'll move into Aquarius. So Aquarius is, again, it's all about rebellion. It's like, okay, I've done all the responsible stuff. I just want to like chill. I just want to relax. I just want to do my thing. I want to connect with my community, with my friends. I don't want to do any more work. So Sunday is definitely a day to kind of take a break and to ease into things and to have some fun. All right, my friend, that is our Sidereal Astrology forecast for the week of December 11th through the 17th, all about our new moon in Scorpio. I will say that the guidebook for the Sagittarius season will be coming out at the end. I'm going to state that it will be coming out at the end of this week. So you can click the link down below in the description box and get signed up for that so you can get it delivered to your inbox later this week. It'll talk all about Sagittarius energy, the Mercury retrograde period, any major aspects that are happening, our new moon, our full moon, as well as has journal prompts in there with some affirmations that you can use each week as we move through Sagittarius season. And there are rituals in there for the winter season. All right, my friend, that is it for us today. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Oh, I did forget one thing. There is, I started a community over on Facebook called the Enlightened Soul Circles. I run it with my good friend, Sandra Montour. And so I'd highly recommend you come and see us over there. You can find it at thepeaceteacher.com/circles. It's the Enlightened Soul Circles group over on Facebook. I'd love to have you. We are doing a Ask Your Spirit Team live tomorrow on Thursday, the 14th, where you can ask questions about business, life, and all the things. All right, my friend, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.